We would go to church just like the perfect Mexican Brady Bunch. I could see my dad wearing the red usher jacket, and I'm thinking ahead in my head, here he is, serving in God's house, and yet nobody knows what's going on at home. He was mean when he was sober and would go into fits and rages when he had too much to drink. My mom, a very docile woman who just wanted to please her husband so that he would not get into these rages and fits. So we had to have, the house super clean. The children had to be tidy. It was like walking on eggshells, because I didn't want my dad to get angry at me, because if he did, then he would hit me with the belt. My favorite place to hide was in the bathroom, because it was the only door that had a lock on it. I left home at 21. Couldn't wait to get out. So I met my to-be husband at a crime lab. I was the secretary, and he was a forensic specialist. He was wearing the lab coat with the pocket protector, and all the pins, and the goofy black glasses, So he looked really smart. I definitely brought the expectations of my mother. I felt pretty inferior, So what I did to compensate for that was to dress up for him and just make sure that everything was perfect. Within 5 years, we bought a home. We had 2 children, a couple of cars. So you would have thought I would have been happy, satisfied, but I wasn't. I was still depressed. There was still this emptiness within me. I would put on my happy mask. People would ask me, so how you doing, Yoli? And I would go, I'm fine. When my son was a young teenager, he started becoming depressed, stressed, anxious. On one of the darkest days of my life, I went to the bathroom and I had in my hand his sleeping pills. Couldn't take it anymore, and so I was about to take them when that still small voice in my head said, Yoli, you talk to your children about trusting in God and having faith in Him, and things are going to get better. What does this say to them, to your husband, if you take these sleeping pills? I couldn't do it. And it was an amazing God moment there. And that turned things around for me. Well, for one thing, I found East Lake Church. I realized that I'm not in control. I just had to give this situation over to God. I had to release this worry. It was a very difficult thing to do. I had to learn that it's okay to not be okay. So through growing and opening up through community, I started changing, and my husband could see that change, and he started coming to East Lake Church, and he started serving. Our children, who are now adults, could begin seeing the change in that their mom is not always preaching to them and wanting to fix their problems and wanting to control them. When I let go of wanting to be perfect, there was like this huge baggage that just came off. And I felt lighter and freer, and I could become genuine. And frankly, I like who I'm becoming. But most importantly, Jesus at the core of my life, He is the power. He is everything to me. In my weakness, He is strong. My grace is sufficient for you, For my power is made perfect in weakness. I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. For when I am weak, then I am strong.